Ashford, Weybridge, Woking, Cobham, Chobham, Hersham and Horsell. This is Radio Way, your station, your community.
Supporting your community. Radio Way.
It's gone 9 o'clock, of course. This is the Blues Session. And what a night we've got lined up tonight. Loads and loads of classic blues. And if you've looked on the website today or this evening, you'll notice we have a very, very special guests, I should say. There's 2 guests in the studio tonight here on the Blues Session. Let me just tell you, if you'd like to get in contact with the studio, it's studio@radioway.co.uk. Telephone number 01932 874433. Special guest tonight? No, I'm not going to tell you yet. I shall keep you hanging. If you've not gone on the website, then all I can say, go on the website. Have a look and see who it is. radioway.co.uk. You can have a look now. Well, there you go. That's the sound of Dave Thomas, the Dave Thomas Blues Band. And it's a track there. It's called It Must Have Been the Devil. And it's an old Otis Spann number, that one. Well, I was going to tell you who's on the show tonight. And I've got to now, because already one of our listeners has actually emailed into the studio and very cheekily said, good evening, Martin, Debbie and Pete. It was great, made us laugh in the studio. Yes, it is. You're quite right. It's Debbie Giles is the fantastic voice of Debbie Giles. She's in the studio with us tonight. It's been absolutely brilliant. Been looking forward to this myself. And also accompanied by a very, very talented guitarist by the name of Pete Emery. I should be talking to these guys after the community news, but let's slot in another track between now and the community news. I played this track actually last night. The name of the guy is Andrew Black. He's over in the States. He's been promoted by a very good friend of mine called Lucy out there in Atlanta. He was over in March, and I never actually got round to meeting the guy, but he has a fantastic voice. He's back over in November, so hopefully will be on my show in November. And he cut an album with the Naturals called 14th and Crescent. I'm going to take a track from that right now, when we be back, of course, after this and the community news.
Supporting your community. Radio Way.
That's right, of course it is Radio Way, and it's Radio Way, a community station wherever you are in the UK, and specifically at the moment we're looking at our audiences in Surrey and South Middlesex. And I'm joined in the studio tonight by Debbie Giles from the band Midnight Train, and I believe also from the Debbie Giles Band as well, possibly. Have I got that right, Debbie? Good evening to you.
Hi, Martin. Hi.
Welcome to Radio Way as well.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
So, yes, tell me about do you have a band or your Midnight Train? I'm trying to remember.
Midnight Train, really.
Yeah, okay.
I was had my own band before, Debbie Giles Band, which is more rock orientated.
Yeah.
But on the side of blues again, and worked with a great guy called Phil Headsmith and Barry Payne.
Okay.
And our drummer, Pete Headley, who sometimes fills in for Sam if Sam is busy, as he tends to be quite a bit, Sam Kelly, our drummer.
Let's come back to Sam Kelly, because I've got my own comments about Sam. But no, the reason I asked about the Debbie Giles Band is because I went on YouTube and there was some stuff on there of you guys playing. I think I'm trying to think of the name.
Lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the name of the venue you were at.
We did. I think you'll probably find some on Swanage Blues Festival. We went there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else is on there. Actually.
But this particular 2 clips of video, if you like, were very, very professionally put together, and it had the old film effect at the beginning. Does that
Yes.
ring any bells?
No, that was done by a professional cameraman.
Very nice. Very
professional.
clever.
Yes, well, I'll say hello to him now if he's listening in Paris. It's my brother, Stuart McAllister.
Yeah. And also, you dance a lot, don't you, when you're singing?
I
Jig around quite a
I try
bit.
not to dance quite as much, but I find, especially when Sam's playing, I find it very, very hard to actually stand still. Well, the guy's amazing.
You're dying to talk about Sam Kelly, aren't you?
I love Sam. I think, well, we both love Sam, but, he's just got a unique style. Sam, there isn't anyone else like Sam.
Well, all I've got to say is that this drummer is absolutely awesome. I think he's awesome. I came along to see you guys at the Grey Horse, was it not last Sunday, the Sunday before?
Sunday, I think it was.
Yeah, it was Bank Holiday Sunday, wasn't it?
Can't remember. I can remember the dates, 25th of April.
I've lost a piece of
There you
paper
go.
you gave me, actually. It's got all the dates for your gigs on there. It's on there. Oh, here we are. There. Let's look back in time, shall we? Let me see. The Grey Horse, 25th of April.
Yes.
Okay. This guy, Sam Kelly, the drummer, he just absolutely cracked me up because he was almost orchestrating what was going on, and his expressions on his face. And he'd look at, for example, he would look at Pete, the guitarist, and he was like, he'd look at you as to say, "Are you ready to know? Do you know what you're doing?" sort of thing. And it was that look and the smile and it sort of pointing, and I'm thinking, it just absolutely cracked me up. And do you know, at the end of that gig, my face actually hurt, because I'd been smiling so much during the performance, and of course your great voice as well, Debbie.
you.
But it just completely cracked me up. Anyway, that's. I'll stop going on about that now.
No, it is rather funny watching what's going on behind.
And Pete, you were there. Obviously, you're part of Midnight Train. Fantastic guitarist, and I've thoroughly enjoyed your work. And also, of course, you've got the bass guitarist. I can't
Chris
remember.
Belshaw.
Chris Belshaw. It's not the same guy that's on.
No,
Okay.
Barry was there before, but
Yeah.
it's Chris Belshaw.
Chris
who's
Belshaw.
pretty amazing.
Same keyboard player.
We had actually James Lachelle, who I've got two keyboard players mainly. Steve Oakman, who's
Yeah.
on tour at the moment.
And he's the one who's on the album we're about
He's
to
the
play a
one-
track
yes, and he will be there at the Onslow Arms next
Okay.
Wednesday, and you're going to miss it, Martin.
I know. Sorry. I'm really embarrassed about that.
But James Lachelle was playing on Sunday, and he's from Cockney Rebel, and he's off on tour as well with them.
Oh, okay.
So they're very busy, both of them, but they're both cracking.
I will explain, actually. I had all intent to go to the Onslow Arms on the 12th of May. That's the Onslow Arms at West Clarendon, so just put that in your diary, please.
And it is closing, and so I think there's one gig after me, and that's it. The Onslow is actually closing.
Yeah. Well, I was tempted. It's like the apple, you know. Even the apple. I was tempted by Alan Glenn last Friday, who said, "Oh, you can have some free complimentary tickets on the door to go and see the Cyril Davis tribute at
Stop
the
bragging.
Eel Pie Club."
Free tickets.
I know. We don't get many freebies here on Radio Way, as you probably noticed, actually.
Yes, I did. We had trouble rustling up a cup of tea.
Yeah, but the swimming pool was nice, and the sauna was good, wasn't it?
Yes, once you got through the
Yeah.
hospital.
How did you get on with that stretch limo? You had any problems getting it parked up outside?
No, but it's better to have a driver.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, what we're going to do now, I'm going to play a track now from your album.
Oh.
And is there a name to this album?
No,
Okay, it's just Midnight Train, Midnight Train.
it is basically.
A lot of people do that, though, don't they?
Yes.
They're just, it's the name of the band
Yes,
rather
well,
than...
more often than not, you've come up with a name that somebody else has already thought of anyway before.
Right.
And it's usually an overdone number, and like, blues is in the title somewhere or something.
Okay.
So, no, we're, I think, rather individual. So.
Right, I'm going to play this track. It's Tangled and Dark. And is there anything you want to say about the track before I actually play it?
Well, yes, actually, it was a pivotal piece. It's something I wanted to do a long time. I love the groove of this number, and I love it partly because, of course, it's Bonnie Raitt.
Yeah.
And she is iconic to me. She certainly has inspired me because she plays all different genres. And that's
Right.
it. Why do you have to stay in a box? Why do you have to stay on the same thing? Why do you have to stay in blues? Or why can't you do folk if you want to suddenly? Well,
Yeah.
she can do any genre. But Tangled and Dark, I just love the number so much. And that's where the band all started.
Okay. And this is a great way of starting off the show because you can hear Debbie singing, if you like, in the studio before you hear Debbie singing in this studio. That made sense, didn't it?
I think it does.
Yeah. Shall we just play the track?
I think they'll get it then.
Okay, I need to have a quick exit now. Enjoy.